Hey guys, Rachele here with Amethyst Ascension, and I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to go about showing all this, okay? First of all, if you are new here, welcome, and if you are returning, thank you so much for joining me again. So, today's video is going to be about my crystal collection, and I've got all different kinds of crystals. And they're all over the place. Some of them are like packed away or in organizers. So I'm just going to do my best to show you what I have. There's some that I'm just not even going to bother with because I don't want to have to take them off of their altars and stuff like that. But I've already shown you, like, I'm not going to go upstairs and show you again my prosperity altar. You've seen all the crystals that are on that, other than the ones that are actually in my box. So anyways, I'm just going to get started. Okay, so I have my crystal ball. This is supposed to be reconstituted crystal, I believe. It's not glass, but where they melt it back down or something. I'm not sure. It is quite large, 150 millimeter, I believe. And then I have all of the chakra ones, which is, looks like red jasper, carnelian or red agate, not sure on that, aventurine, looks like honey calcite, what is that? Is that sodalite or lapis? I think it's lapis. I'm not sure. I don't see a whole bunch of matrix running through it. I've got a couple crystal, amethyst points and an amethyst pyramid. I've got amethyst over there and a clear quartz. I've got my selenite, and I've got my big, large, I mean, it's quite heavy, amethyst geode that my husband bought me. I've got a fluorite, purple fluorite tower, which is quite significant. Then down here we have labradorite, we have some amethyst, some clear quartz, some black obsidian, what is that, peacock ore. I've got carnelian, Dalmatian jasper, selenite, fluorite wand, double terminated fluorite wand, rose quartz, copper, and then I pulled stuff from other places too. I got this from Home Goods. It was dyed. I've put it out in the sun a few times, trying to get it to fade out a little bit, because I prefer non-dyed stuff, but they're still gorgeous. And I think I paid like $10 a piece for them or something. I couldn't pass them up. So, then I've got a labradorite cab, or like worry stone or palm stone that I got from, look at the matrix that's running through that. I don't know if you can see it. Or the sheen, I should say. There we go. I got that from Dawn Night Bloom. I got these. These are raw labradorite, or like the gray version of labradorite. I can't remember the name. I've got more of those. I've got another labradorite. Quite heavy. I've got a couple towers. Selenite towers. You know, which are quite substantial in size. I've got selenite wands. I keep them in a jar that I got from Michael's. I've got there's other stuff in here too. There's shell and like mother of pearl. This is a cab that I made from polymer clay. like that I made from polymer clay. The head, I love the faces. I've got agate, and coral, turquoise. I mean, you can see lots of different yellow turquoise, sodalite. I can't remember what this one is. But, so, I have all those. I'll put these kind of back. I've got the pre-night that I just got from Drew. She walks between the worlds. I got some Petoskey stone from northern Michigan, the Upper Peninsula. I'm going to do this in chunks too. So I've got a big thing of cabochons. There's a couple other things in there too. Shells and other crystals. But these are like, some of these are like really, really tiny. They're for like bead weaving and bead embroidery. And I've got all different kinds, like abalone or power shell, however you want to call it. Mahogany, obsidian, or goldstone, turquoise cab, pitcher jasper. I mean, you name it. There's a whole bunch down there. And I've got, I think that's Lumerian, moonstone, turquoise. I mean, there's just all kinds in there. And then we go over to my regular altar, which I've got to change this over today. I've got some clear quartz. I've got stones in here. If I go through every single one of them, we're going to be here forever. Some more. Oops. On the scales. I've got this whole big jar, and this is quite large. And it goes all the way down. A lot of different raw ones. There's a few polished, but I mean, I would really have to just throw everything or put it down for you to see it all. Then I've got some clear quartz here. Clear quartz here. These are quite large. Heavy. I've got some rose quartz there. So we're on another one of my altars. This one is like to divination and Odin. And I've got some sodalite here, some mookaite. I think this is honey calcite or something like that. Some howlite, desert rose. What else do I have? Oh, down here. Oops, let me make sure I'm getting down here right. This is quite large. Rose quartz. I've got, if you've watched my Mystic Mondays, I've got tons of little crystals here that I use in spell work and candles and stuff like that. It's a whole big tray. I think there's like 40 some little bottles of different kinds. So give me a second. Okay, so here's another one, and these are not all crystals. There's also metals in here. I've got copper, silver, gold. There's more like hematite and freshwater pearls, copper, and there's more down there. Some jump rings, some of my sewing stuff, more. And more. some pearls down there. Some more. This is one of the drawers that comes out of my my cubby. And I've got that one that's got a bunch. I'll open it so you can see. Yeah. I'm sorry, I know this is kind of choppy. It's hard to see. And I've got a few more. You can see the other ones go all the way down. I've got more here, more there. There's another one below that. Okay, and here is another one of the drawers. And they just keep going down and down. I think they're 6 trays deep. Some of the stuff was from my daughter also when she was little, when she would like to do some beading. And I've got more larger gemstones here. Some are glass, some are like Czechoslovakian fire polished, Swarovski crystals, shells, horn, bone, wood, glass. Get all these back in here. Pause a second. I've got some other places. Oops. Okay, so here's some more stuff. These are all a bunch of, and see, I don't know how well you can see this light-wise. These are all like seed beads for bead embroidery. Most of these are glass seed beads. Most of these in here are Delica. That's the name brand. They're a very uniform type of bead. And then I've got trays over here. I know, I'm sorry about the glare, guys. More seed beads. Other things too. More pearls, freshwater pearls. Oh, what else we got in there? Oh, what else we got down here? And then I got another one. Oh, what is this? A lot of these are your little seed beads and stuff. Let me just get all those in there. Oops. And then I've got, these are like larger tubes over here of seed beads. So, I mean, it's easier if you pull them out. I mean, I've just got so many seed beads of different sizes and shapes. Here's like bugle beads. So like when I would make fringe on my necklaces, or focal beads in different sizes. I really should start doing some more bead embroidery and bead weaving again, because I have so much. But also for when I do ever end up teaching. And then we've got another one up here. Sorry, they're really heavy. And these are down, so I had to put it the other way. so you can see. I used to actually work in a bead shop, a crystal shop, and I didn't get paid in money. I got paid in beads. And that's the way I preferred it. And I would teach classes on bead embroidery and, you know, learning different types of bead stitches. And I mean, look at those. Aren't those so cool? So yeah, and then, so I've got those and one more thing to show you. Okay, so I also have these. Put that. There's different ones in there. Tons of jewelry and beads and like stuff that I need to tear apart. That and use for other things. What is this? Oh, stuff like freshwater pearls. Freshwater pearls. Turquoise and petersite and sterling silver. So this is like the bracelet one. There's other ones in those, like ankle bracelets, yada, 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 that's got to be tore apart. And then we get into, oh my gosh, if you could see how big this is. Look at my hand. Look at how big that is. And look at how full this is of stuff that I'm going to tear apart. These are old necklaces. Got freshwater pearls and gemstones and shells and oh my gosh, just, I mean, clear quartz, aventurine and turquoise. I mean, yeah, I have a lot. That's not even including all of my, hold on one second. Okay, so here's more. This is my completed stuff. Middle of here. I mean, I've shown this stuff before, I know. Rose quartz, turquoise, jade. What is that? Goldstone. I know this is choppy, guys. I didn't know any other way to do it. I'm just trying to get through it quickly. This one's called Splendor. Oh my gosh. This is polymer clay that I made and then bead wove around it. This one's called the Seductress. She is made with black onyx, black jade, cat's eye, black obsidian. I had a few different black ones in there. This is a choker with a lot of Swarovski crystals in it. And then this one is called Primal Urge. And this is all polymer clay beads, cabochons that I made, and then bead wove around them. Also with some freshwater pearls. This is fringe that I was talking about. And then I created a separate back that can be detached if you don't want to have that on the back. But if your hair's up, it looks really pretty on the back of your neck. Oh my gosh, what else? Okay. Yeah, there's a little bit more, but I think that's good. I think you get an idea of, I mean, and there's more. There's more that's packed away, but you get a good idea of the amount of crystals that I have. It's no wonder that I am buzzing all the damn time. I haven't even shown you all of my earrings and stuff, and wire wrapped rings, and oh my gosh. Yeah, so anyways, you get the idea. I hope, I would love to see all of your guys' crystal collections, so please share. And Vivi, this was for you, and I am sending you love and light. Thank you.